What up, everybody? I had a late night meeting tonight that went a little bit unexpected, and I had to try a couple drinks for a menu change. And Whitney got a little unexpectedly buzzed because I don't drink. And oh my God. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do something with this reading because I feel like spirit is just like all around me right now. And it's a little overwhelming. So when that happens, I channel because then the spirits go away. So, and sometimes at night, I get these weird readings. Not that the other readings aren't weird because they are, but at night, I don't know. It's weird energy sometimes because it's not the same crowd. And you guys are the ones that bring the energy. So at night, I get a different crowd than the daytime. And I am kind of way behind on my work right now. And I don't even know when I'm going to be able to do it. So I'm going to go live again because I've got the fucking energy because the spirits are high. Not that I'm drunk because I don't get drunk anymore. That's not what I do. But like a quarter of a shot, wow, goes a long way in my body. Holy moly. It's just enough that it's like kind of like a microdose. Like you feel it a little bit, but it's like not really there. I don't know. It's weird. I've talked to you guys about microdosing with alcohol, and it's not like the way that it sounds. It's a much different than the way I'm describing it, but it's doing it medicinally as opposed to let's get wasted. Who the fuck wants to do that when they're 40, 50? Like, oh God, I can't do that anymore. Maybe somebody's changing their life with alcohol or something. I don't know. But if the spirits are this high, and like all I could think about was doing a reading when I got home. It was weird. So obviously there's a reason why. Wow, the devil just showed up. The devil always thinks that he can do things to me, like put drinks in front of me thinking that I'm going to uncontrollably drink them. And I'm like, ha! Idiot. I don't drink. Booze actually makes me kind of sick, so I don't drink. It's not that I've ever had a problem. I've had a problem with alcohol poisoning. It's what I've had the fucking problem with. Okay. So we have authenticity, success, 6th house. Man, we're getting a lot of the earth houses these days. Like Virgo keeps coming up. Capricorn keeps coming up. And Capricorn and Virgo are here with the sun, which is a fire sign. What controls you? Maybe work is something that you should just be concentrating on and nothing else. Ha! Was that? Oh, I was just listening to that. That was I think that was that a Snack song where he was like just focusing, fuck these bitches. I'm just focusing on money. My money game, something like that. All right, give me the 6th house. Okay, the word says reconsider, and I saw recovery. That's a vicious cycle I ain't trying to fucking repeat. All right, what's Capricorn? Step back. In reverse. Huh. Somebody's reconsidering something that they stepped back from, and now they're like, should I have done that? You know what I'm getting? Maybe you have like a manuscript out there that you sent to publishing houses or something like that, and somebody passed on your manuscript. Well, they're thinking about it now, like, oh, I just got confirmation. My stomach just started growling. Somebody passed on something and they shouldn't have. So now where they step back, they're like, because they passed on something, the devil, they passed with the devil. And that's the career. It's like they thought something was a waste, so they passed on it. They decided to work instead. And now they're like, I shouldn't have done that. All right, what's the sun? No. I can hear that song, fuck love, such a waste, wish I knew it all along, blank stare on my face, looking like nothing wrong, borderline psychopath, turn around and I'll be gone, born alone, die alone, that's the kind of shit I'm on. I have had snack in my head for days, okay? When they come on strong. Okay, so you guys know if I get somebody in my head, what up, Sarah? Hey, Pam, Crafty Crafterson, fucking right, my peeps are here. Okay, you guys know that sometimes an artist will haunt me. Okay, they will get into my head and they will play their records over and over and over and over, and like it comes out on the channel. You know that I'll never, if a song comes to my head, I will always fucking sing it. It's how spirit channels to me. All right, it's how I get answers. So I feel like you put something out there, all right, that had your name on it, patent sealed, fucking everything, and they were just like, nah, I don't want it. So they stepped back. They didn't take it. They said no. Okay. Yeah, they went into some type of other direction instead. All right, and I don't know. Why? Okay, let's change decks. Let's see. Let's get the Godfather out here. Let's see what he's got to say. What does the Don want to say? You know what I mean? Now I'm getting Lake Tahoe. Jesus, half that movie is filmed in Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe. My sister got married in Lake Tahoe. It's a fucking beautiful place, I gotta say. They also filmed Smoking Aces there, which is one of my favorite movies, actually. So we got something with Lake Tahoe here. Lake Tahoe, Lake Tahoe. The Emperor. There's the Don. Look, he fucking showed up. I told you that. He's got something to say. I wasn't expecting him to show up so quickly. Well, that would be Al Pacino, right? No. No, yeah, is it? Fuck, I don't know. I haven't seen The Godfather in so long, but that's the second Don. That's not the first one. I think that's the second one. When he takes over after his dad dies. Okay. Las Vegas. I mean, that's not Lake Tahoe, but we're getting close. Nevada. It's in Nevada. Well, there's a Nevada side and a California side, I believe. Okay. The negotiations are made. All right. Okay, so there could have been something like, I don't know, you could have been on like a work, something to do with work, and it's you know, okay, the analogy would be all work, no play, right? Yeah, all work, no play. Okay. So you could have went somewhere for work. Work would be the analogy. Okay. And whatever, like, okay, so say you went on a sales call or something, like you're a traveling salesman or something like that, and say you went to some type of show, like, you know how they have like the showcases and stuff around, and like the boat show and the car show, and okay, so say you had to like go to a show, okay, like Las Vegas, kind of like entertainment show almost, or like, again, some type of, okay, but you were there for work, and there was something that, you know, they could have asked you to do, like, hey, a company could have been like, well, you know, we're taking a trip and we're going to go here. Do you want to come with us? And you're like, no, like, I'm working. I just got to stay here. I'm going to do this. And I'm just going to, you know, get my work done. And you know, I like, even though technically it's almost like field trip would have helped you with work. It wasn't like it was so offside, but for some reason you passed on something. Like, it's just like you paid the safe route or something. And like, I do that a lot. Like, if I think I'm going to be late for work, or if I even think that something's going to happen with work, I usually just don't even do it, because it's just not worth it. I mean, I have to concentrate on work. I have to get paid. I can't throw other shit in there, right? I have to do one thing. I have to focus on one thing. Okay. So, and like, the devil would want you to do a whole bunch of things, so that it throws you off. So if you know that the devil throws you off by throwing multiple things at you to do at once, and it's not really easy for you to multitask, you have to do one thing at a time then. Okay, so you stepped back from something and just stuck with the one thing. This is just an analogy, okay? It just has to come out a certain way. So now you passed on something, or somebody passed on you, and now it's like that opportunity is coming back up again. Like, they're like, why did I do that? Maybe they thought, you know, if it was some type of sideshow or something, maybe they thought, you know, maybe you were the first offer, and maybe they thought that they were going to get other offers, right? And I know that other offers, like, I mean, people say you don't take the first one, okay? You might want to reconsider, you know, always just taking what the universe gives you first. But there's those people that don't look a gift horse in the mouth and kick it and go like, I'll just wait for the next. But some people do. Okay. So you could have been dealing with somebody that was, you know, read your manuscript, or ran, you know, like, listened to your speech, or, you know, your pitch, and was like, I'm not doing this. Sorry. I'm going to back out. Okay. But that back out has something to do with the devil. Okay, like, they thought if they invested in you, it was going to fuck them over in some way, or you thought if you were going to go on this excursion with this company that somehow you were going to get fucked over. I actually don't think you would have, but again, Spirit doesn't want you second guessing yourself. Like, if you did something, you did it, and you did it for a reason. Just stick with that, okay? But once you know you do something for a reason, you know what I'm noticing too about myself is that I spent so much time defending myself against people who just constantly accused me of doing stuff, that my pride got so high with certain things where, like, you don't fucking question me. Don't, like, I got to a point where I couldn't be questioned because I know how authentic I am. I'm not a fake person. So when somebody questions me on what I say or what I do, it fucking pisses me off because I feel like you should just take me on my word. But I'm starting to notice that you take people on their word and they're fucking me all the time. So I'm like, do I really take you on your fucking word? Like, you just lied to me, right? So I'm noticing now, though, in the position where I'm at right now with a certain company, I have no pride. Like, people are telling me I'm wrong. Like, I was flat out told the other day how wrong I was about something that I thought I was fucking bang on about. It was just, it had something to do with inventory. And I was like, no, it's this and this and this, because I heard something from somebody else. And little did I know, my other workmate came up to me because there's only two of us, and he was like, listen, what you said, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I am so sorry. It was just, my pride just dropped. Like, I don't have a need to defend myself anymore. I'm like, fuck it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like, just tell me. Like, I don't know. I would rather know. But before, I'd be like, you fucking tell me I'm wrong. I swear to God, I'll walk out. Like, because I don't want to be tested like that anymore. And even when I was wrong, when on lots of occasions, obviously I'm not always right, it would piss me off. Like, it would irk me if I was wrong about something. Now, if I'm wrong about something, I just laugh. It's so weird. It's like, I don't know, like, there could be mad bitches in your head. You know, like I always tell you, like, my fucking stepmother was in my head for years, okay? Years telling me what to do, sit up straight, you're fucking ugly, no one's ever gonna love you, you get so many disgusting things that she would say. And, like, I know that she's saying these things because she said these things to my fucking face, okay? She said them to my face, she's obviously gonna say them in my head too, okay? I don't need to be, again, but my father doesn't believe me. My father believes his wife is just this magical little fairy that just blows, you know, cinnamon farts in people's faces and just makes everybody's day just absolutely wonderful. And she's a fucking monster. So having to be questioned all the time about my authenticity and what I'm saying, and if I'm right or if I'm lying because somebody else decides to say that I'm lying, really, like, put this fucking evil chip on my shoulder. Like, and that was really hard to distinguish between pride and ego. And, you know, and so many people basically just blaming shit on me because they couldn't handle taking the blame for anything. So let's just blame Whitney. Whitney's the crazy one. Let's just blame Whitney. She's the loud one. Let's just blame Whitney. She's the aggressive one. I'm aggressive with my voice. I know that, but I have never been aggressive with my body. I've never been physical with my body. I fucking know how to bark. And I tell people that, use your fucking voice, because what they'll end up doing is, by you standing up for yourself, by you placing yourself into your body and even suggesting the fact that if anybody fuck with you, there's going to be a price on that. You don't have to say that, but you say it in a tone, you say it in a way of protecting yourself. People don't like when you protect yourself. They don't like when you put your guards up, because that means they can't fuck with you. If they can't fuck with you, then there's going to be some type of lie that comes out that they've been using against you. But now that you realize that you can't be lied to and that you can't be used anymore, blows this thing, you know, out of the water. Okay. So whoever this person was that passed on you, the thing was, I don't think they passed on you because they wanted to. I think they passed on you because it was almost like an ego thing. It was kind of like a pride thing, right? You might have postponed something or put something on the back burner or canceled on them or tried to reschedule, and nobody does that with them. You are not to reschedule with them. You are not to, you know, tell them that you can't do it. And sometimes people, because they've lived that life for so long of getting something, when they don't get it, they have to understand where that pride is coming from, where that ego is coming from, and learn to fucking tame that shit. Okay, and reconsider that sometimes maybe it's their ego that's passing on things because they didn't know first, or they didn't see it first, so it can't be visible for them because it wasn't in their eyes first. It was somebody else's. It's like maybe somebody's trying so hard to be authenticious that they're being fake. Right? Because they're trying so hard to be original, but they're not having an original thought. They're not having an original plan. They're going off the devil. They're going off of preconceived notions. They're going off of past experiences. They're not going off of what is happening now. That's why they're reconsidering. They didn't stop to think, hey, maybe this isn't going to go the way that it always went, because there's obviously something that they're living in that they can't let go of. Okay, so they step back on things because that's their first initial is to say no. Right? Their first initial reaction is going to be to say no because they feel like they're doing something that they're going to get in trouble if they do it. They don't realize that there's nobody there that's going to get them in trouble, right? So it's almost like, okay, well, now I can say yes. Like, what the fuck? I can actually say yes. Do you know how many times Cindy told me in my head that I wasn't allowed to do things? Okay. And I would get so much anxiety about it because my soul wanted to do it, but she wants to keep me back. So I'm fighting something to try and go and do something that I have every right to do, but I'm being told I'm not allowed to do it. It's not that I'm not allowed to do it. She doesn't want me to do it. So I have to battle this fucking thing in my head that tells me I don't deserve things, that I can't go for things, that I'm supposed to be tired and sleeping because I worked yesterday, and I can't go out to a concert because I've got to be up at 9 a.m. and I'm only going to get a few hours of sleep, so I have to stay home. That bitch has been squashed now. That's the depression bitch. That's the one that wants to leave you at home saying you need sleep. Oh, you need so much sleep. You can't pull an all-nighter. You're 40 and you have to get an 8-hour sleep. Like, fuck you. It's called naps. It's called I'm in control of my body. If I want to stay up all fucking night, guess what, bitch? I'm going to fucking stay up all night. If I got to work tomorrow, guess what? I'm a fucking grown-ass person. I can do that. But when you got somebody in your head, they're going to tell you all the opposite. Okay? They're going to fuck with you left, right, and center. And that's the devil. That's what the devil does. And it sucks. Okay? Because they passed on you. And it's almost, I hope that if this was a job and you handed in a resume or something and they passed on you, I really hope they still have your resume for their sake, not even for yours. Okay. Not even for your sake. Like, you passed it in, you applied for the job for a reason, knowing that you should be there. Them passing on it and then coming back to it, if they don't get it now because they already passed on it, they're going to learn a fucking lesson that you should maybe think about something right on your term, not just, okay, now something goes bad, right? Not everything's going to go fucking perfect. Okay. Things are going to happen. Things are going to go bad. But are you just going to fly away on somebody the second something goes wrong? Like, how would you feel? Like, I honestly, today I went out for breakfast and I did not want to cook this morning at all. So we went to this place that has been reopened recently. And every time I drove by it, there was never anybody there. And I thought, okay, you know what? I want to give my money. We live in a small community, so I like to give my money to places. I don't just go to fucking Burger King, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to get a burger, I'll go to Vic's fucking burgers, where Vic is right there and making them, So I do differently with my money. So when we were looking at this place, I was like, I really thought about it. I'm like, you know what? She just reopened and there's never anybody there. So let's go check it out. And so we went down there. And first of all, let me just say there was glass on the seat I was about to sit in. So that was really funny to start the whole adventure off, picking up a piece of glass. And then the owner going, oh, well, it's been really breezy around here lately. Oh, okay. So you don't maybe think to check if there's glass around? Great. Okay. So I sit down, whatever. And then the chick that comes and serves us, it's her first day serving ever. Okay. She gets 2 waitresses right in front of her as her first table. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this couldn't be any more divine timing, if at all possible. Okay, this poor new girl, she looked like 19 years old, is serving. She has no idea what she's doing. She's never taken an order in her life. I did tell her to go get a pad and paper because she might want to write this down. Oh my God. Okay, the owner's right there, not training her, not working with her at all. She has no idea to bring her pre-rolls out. She has no idea to bring the ketchup out. She has no idea how to ask how eggs are cooked. Oh my God. So I'm walking this poor girl through her first training lesson as if I work there, but I don't. Okay. And then this owner she doesn't have my hollandaise sauce because I wanted eggs Benedict. She doesn't have any fucking sausage that my sister wanted. The orange juice was absolutely disgusting. My potatoes were overcooked. So I was like, you know what? I said something. And then that whole experience was, it was fine, whatever. I still ate. I left full, but I said to myself, the reason why I just came there was to help that girl. right? Watching her on her first day, not even be trained by her boss that's standing right there. I'm training her, a fucking patron that just walked in to get breakfast. Are you kidding me right now? This is the life that we're at. Like, this poor girl was terrified. Like, no wonder you're gonna drown in this place. Okay. And honestly, I feel like sometimes when the world just steps in and you step in with this amazingly divine timing, okay, and somebody passes on you or doesn't notice that you're there, trust me, there's always a reason for everything. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't turn out. Sometimes you get the interview and then they walk away from you, and then they interview all these other people and they hire other people and then they come back to you. You obviously stuck in somebody's mind and you lined up with them in divine timing in some way where you were able to apply for a job. Okay. Whatever that means. Now, I don't know why they passed on you, but it's something that they're going back to now. It's almost like they have to go back to the past to come back into the future of where they fucked up, because somebody definitely fucked up with you. Okay, they really did. They stepped back when they should have stepped forward. Okay, and they said no, that you weren't this authenticious, amazing person when really you were. Okay. And this is a partnership now that it's hard to see, but this is some type of partnership now where they want to shake on it. That's a handshake. Okay. So it's almost as if this person now has put their pride down. They put their guard down. They've realized that they made a stupid mistake. And instead of standing there and defending themselves for doing it, they're going like, I really fucked up. Like, I fucked up. Like, I didn't mean to, and I didn't even notice, but I fucked up. And the reason why their pride can come down is because this isn't a dick measuring contest, okay? This isn't like, oh, I did this, so what are you going to do? This is, well, I put something in and you passed, and, I'm glad that you noticed that you passed, like this isn't, I'm not trying to throw something back in your face because you didn't do something. This is completely different. Okay, so this person, and they know that, so they can say that they're sorry. They can say, listen, I passed on you and I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. I hired somebody else. That person was a fucking idiot. I just hope that they tell you the truth, that they did pass on you, that your resume, they did push aside, or they hired somebody instead of you. I hope they do that, because that will show their maturity. Right? That they know that they did something wrong and they're willing to apologize for it and make up for it by saying, by the way, can I have that resume back? By the way, like they might email you or something. They might, I don't know, have you on their speed dial because they did call you a couple weeks ago, right? So your number is still there, because for some reason I feel like that's why I really hope that they still have your email. They still have your number, right? Because of whatever this is that they did. It was a little bit fucked up. Okay. Almost a little bit. I don't know if they're going to be able to come back from it or not. Like I said, you might have a new job. You might have already had new opportunities, right? Whatever it is, it could be something. This is the Ace of Cups, by the way. It could be something. It could be on a dating app and somebody swiped left instead of right. And now they're like, where's that profile? Okay. Somebody fucked up. That's what I'm getting. That's why the devil's here. They fucked up. And they listened to him. Something, because it had something to do with their work. And maybe this person has shares in their company. Maybe they're an investor in their company, and you came to them like, this is like, the shark den, shark fish, shark tank, shark bait. Those people, right? They could be like a group of investors, and, one passed on you, and now they're bringing it all back. Like, hey, by the way, we got to say yes on this. Okay. The thing is somebody is looking at this. That's the Titanic hand, by the way. That's Full House. Somebody is definitely going like, you got a lucky hand. Okay. And I think that's you with your resume. I think and the resume again is just the acknowledge or just the analogy. Okay. I think somebody's got a good hand, and that's why this person's like, fuck, like I really fucked up. Like, your resume could have 20 years of experience on it, and they thought you were going to be a snob. They thought you were going to be a know-it-all. They thought you were going to, you know, try to show off in front of anybody, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, no, right? But some people are super cocky, you know, like they experience, honestly, and I can say this in the hospitality industry, experience is not needed. I've worked many places where girls have never served in their life and they get thrown in and they do perfectly fine. I've worked with people that have never served and they drowned and they cried and they left and they never came back. The service industry, it definitely, you have to pay your dues. Okay, you have to pay your debt, you have to pay your tip out, you have to pay your bullshit, and once you pay that due, you're in the free zone, right? And you get offers from everybody and you're that hot commodity. But then once you pass like 10 years, now you're getting into like senior serving, right? Now you're getting into what up? Oh, I thought, hey, JK Levin, I knew somebody was there, right? So I almost feel like it can go really wrong for servers that have 10 to 15 years experience, because people will look at them and be like, well, they are brainwashed and they're going to bring all of their filthy habits to my work because they've been doing this for so long. I want fresh meat. I want, you know, it just depends on the company. And I feel like maybe this person that passed on you, again, thought you were going to be too cocky, right? They thought you were just going to be a little too much. And that's not really the way that they are. Okay. So maybe, I don't know how they realized once they put that pride down that you are not that kind of person. That is not what you would do. That's not the kind of attitude you would bring. I don't know. Yeah, okay. So somebody's definitely got some fucking anxiety. 898, 989, something like that. The 9 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. It's like they're stuck. They're stuck in between their anxiety and what they truly want. Because maybe this company wants to branch out and merge into whatever it is that you've got going on, but they're scared to do it. It's the wish that they always wanted, but it's like sometimes when you make a wish, you're not really expecting to get it. And when you do get it, you might fumble it and fuck up. Okay, might have dropped the ball, but I got it right back. Might have shot it right back. Motherfucking jeans are too tight. Fucking with y'all. They ain't fucking with me because I ain't fucking with y'all. Might have dropped the ball, but I got it right back. But I shot it right back. Oh, is that demons? I can feel them fucking with me. Yeah, that's demons. Tell these demons, stop fucking with me. Please, God. See demons with the... That's Guten Tag. I fucking knew you were around. Demons, DMX and Machine Gun Kelly, which I do not like that Machine Gun fucking dude, but that's a really good song. That song, and he's got a song called The 13th Floor. Very good song. But somebody's got demons fucking with them in their head. And that's the demon that said to ow. That's the demon that said to pass on you. And now somebody's they got to get down to business. They got to make a phone call. They got to make something right that they fucked up. Hope it resonates, people. How y'all doing tonight? On this magical Monday night? Where it's finally my weekend now. Oh my God. And I have to go get a fucking tooth pulled tomorrow. Oh. My wisdom tooth has been coming in for 5 years, all right? And now it's like fucking with me, and I have to go get it pulled tomorrow. That's my weekend. I'm going to be in pain for the next 2 days, and then I get to go right back to work again. Woohoo! swollen and bloody and everything. Great. You guys are having a better fucking week than I am. Okay, next message. I'm already blushing. Oh my God, because it's true. Somebody is going to be having sex with you. And you know how I know that that's true is because it fucking rhymed. Oh, okay. Somebody's going to have sex soon. Okay, and that's not a topic we ever talk about. Just because it gets me like red flagged and shit. And it's just stupid. Because YouTube is just ridiculous now. So we don't ever say the sex word. But we gonna talk about it tonight. See, that's why we came in the nighttime hours. Because the little children are sleeping now that try to creep onto my channel while I'm going live. And I know that their mothers aren't watching. Okay. All right, people, last reading before I'm going to go party. And by party, I mean smoke weed and watch a horror movie. And then get all scared and then try to fall asleep. That's about as much as I've got going on in my life these days. Let's see how scared you can get before you turn the movie off, regret watching it because now you're too scared to go to the bathroom. And yes, that does happen to me. I get too scared to go to the bathroom. I don't know why. It's like I've seen the horror movies a million times, but they still scare me. Ooh, should we do a reading with the tarot? Oh, no, because we were going to talk about sex. We're talking about sex or horror movies. Okay, Spirit says sex. So we're going with that, all right? Because we never talk about it. We talk about horror movies. People try to kill you all the time. Let's switch it up, Spirit. I agree. Ooh. Healing heart. Freedom from toxic situations and relations. Beautiful. So, see, she's sewing her heart back together. It's a pretty cute card. Whoa, what's this? Talking. Awaited message arrives. And she's on her computer. Okay. The Phoenix. New phase. Okay, we're going to go with the new phase here. Okay, so somebody who has recently got some freedom from a very toxic relationship is going to reach out to you? Or if you're not healing from a toxic relationship, clearly you're not going to be reaching out to anybody. Okay. But if somebody has been healing from a toxic relationship, they're going to reach out to you. Okay. To rekindle something. Ooh. Okay. Rekindle. Living in the moment. So it's like they want to live in the moment with you. Instead of being dragged down by this Like somebody's done with recovery, you know, like they put their heart back together, they mended it, they sewed it all back up. Okay, and now they're interested in something because their heart isn't ripped in half anymore. It's like their heart regrew. Put it that way. They got some, you know what I see? I almost see a broken heart and then these vines through it, all these plants through it, and the vines bring the heart together because the heart's coming back to life. Oh, that would be a really good painting. That would be a really good painting. I might paint that. That sounds really fucking pretty. All right, cassette overthinking. See? This person was definitely... They definitely had some, like, shit they were replaying in their head, which was a part of their heartbreak. Something playing in their head all the time. And that's changing. I think you're changing somebody. It's like you're bringing somebody back to life. Epiphany. That's the truth right there, god damn it. Look at that. There's the Ace of Swords. Truth. That's the fucking truth right there. Oh, we got mask. Okay, so somebody was hiding their feelings towards you as they healed their heart. Open your heart. It says it right there on the fucking card. Look at open your heart. I don't want to light myself on fire. It says open your heart right in the middle there. And somebody's heart is fucking open, okay? It's weird. Okay, so you might have had a date with somebody and they skipped on you and went and fucked somebody else. And that was out of fear. This person knows what they did to try to fulfill something, like they were gaslighting the way that they felt about you because of this, because they were healing. So they doubted how they felt about you. So then they pretended like they didn't care at all. And then they fucked somebody else. Might have been possibly even right in front of you. This person is fucked about that right now. Oh, that's pretty bad. That's pretty salty. So I don't really know what they're going to say to you about what they did if you saw it. Because gaslighting is right there. Like they gaslighted everything. You know, when people break up with people, they fuck other people sometimes really quick, right? So then they don't have to deal with the heartache. They don't have to deal with the closure. They can just sleep with somebody else, get it over with, and start feeling better about themselves as opposed to healing what just broke. Okay, so if you had an ex, like fuck somebody right in front of you, they are coming back around. Wow. I'm getting that fucking song Beautiful by Eminem. Lately, I've been hard to reach. I've been too long on my own. Everybody has a private world where they can be alone. Are you calling me? Are you trying to get through? Are you reaching out for me because I'm reaching out for you? So now this person, look, they are reaching out for you. I don't know if they know that they fucked up. Wolfgang, you came in right at the right time. This might be your ex. They know they fucked up. Like, they know that they did something wrong because they had some type of fear that you were just going to leave them. So they left you instead. Cleave. Oh, so I married. Oh, that's so I married an axe murderer. He has all this phobia about women. So he breaks up with them for like these insane reasons. Like one girlfriend, he said, smelled like Campbell's beef vegetable soup. One girl, he said, was in the Cosa Nostra Italian mob, which actually we just did the mob card, so that could very well be. He says one girl stole his cat, that she was a klepto. He just makes up these bogus reasons to not date women. And it's because he is, what would that, like, has a huge phobia of marriage. He's terrified of marriage, which is so crazy because his parents have such an amazing relationship, but for some reason he's terrified to make the plunge. He's terrified to do it for the first time. So he gets away out of the relationships before he can get attached to somebody. Because if he gets attached to somebody, then he thinks they're going to leave him, because obviously somebody left him. And he thinks it's going to happen again and again and again and again and again. That's the overplaying. Oh, okay. So this person's overplaying. Somebody left them. They might have midnight moved on them, packed when they were gone or something. Like, I know this one guy who went away for the night. He was like at a bachelor party or something like that. And his fiance packed up her shit and midnight moved on him. And he had no idea he got home. That's also, I think, is that Aaron Lewis? Is that Stained? He went on tour, came back, and his wife or girlfriend fucking cleaned him out. And now he got so terrified to go on tour because he figured that once he got back, he was gonna come home to an empty house again. Like, because when you experience trauma in some way, like post-traumatic stress, you constantly, it turns into complex post-traumatic stress, because at one point it's not post-traumatic. If it continues to act like it's going to happen every single day, it becomes complex. It becomes more of like you're reliving it, where post-traumatic, you are reliving events, but the complex thing is something that you can't get by it. It's just constantly in your face. Where post-traumatic kind of comes and goes, complex is just there all the time. It's just your trauma becomes so over complexified in your head that you believe that everything is going to hurt you. It's almost like a weird paranoia, like a hypochondriac almost, right? Where a hypochondriac constantly feels like they're going to get sick or something, or, they are sick, or this is happening and they got a brain bleed and all this, right? They're overthinking everything, because obviously there was a point of time in their life where either nobody gave a shit about them or somebody cared about them too much. They either over-exaggerated or never did anything at all, right? Which is both extreme measures of abuse. Okay, so when you experience some type of huge level of stress, it replays in your head as if it's going to happen all the time. Okay, and almost to the point where sometimes you get it to relive in your current situation because you're so paranoid it's going to happen that it ends up happening again. Okay. See, look at that. Make new memories on the bottom of the deck. So this person they have to rewire themselves in some way. They have to rewire their brain from how they were thinking before to where they need to be in order to have a healthy life. And they're trying to have a healthy life. Like, they're trying to do what's best for them mentally. That's the thing. They have to get to a mental place where they're safe again, safe to be in their own body, safe to be around people. And then they find sanctuary with you. Okay, because this was all about sex. Look at that. Love just showed up. And passion and coffee cup. So there could be some type of relationship that comes along, okay? And it might start off like, you know, every relationship starts different, okay? So this relationship might start off with a very intense talking phase. Okay, so a lot of talking on the phone, messages exchanged, letters exchanged, stuff like that. And then, because it's almost like they both want to be single in that moment, right? Neither one of them is quick to just be like, okay, let's get married tomorrow. Okay. Nobody is saying that. Okay. So, but okay, I love to use the riding of the bike analogy. Somebody fell off their bike and they got fucking hurt. Okay. But they want to get back on. They're willing to get back on, but it's going to be, maybe they're going to pull a Phoebe, you know, and walk the bike around for a little while because they don't want to get on it, but they don't want to give it up. So they walk around with it, talking, walk their bike around, you know, like Phoebe does. She walks it all around town. She doesn't know how to ride a bike. She doesn't want to tell anybody that. Okay, so this might be the kind of situation where you, or the situation that you're dealing with, is kind of like, okay, we're going to walk around the bike, and then once this person gets confident enough to get on the bike, we're putting fucking, you know, training wheels on that bitch. Okay, so then we're gonna ride around with some training wheels on. Okay, and then we're gonna take the training wheels off, and then we're gonna work it. It's very okay. It has to go a certain way for this person not to break their heart open again and fuck themselves up. It's almost as if somebody's had open heart surgery. Okay, and you know the recovery process of open heart surgery. It's fucking redonkulous. Okay, look, it's stabbed in the back. This person definitely they got attacked. Okay, like somebody midnight moved on them. Somebody did something that they just weren't expecting. And that made a really big hole. Okay, it did damage. And this person has to heal that damage. And even though their heart is back together, even though it's glued back together, sewn back together, even though there's vines holding it back together, unfortunately, scar tissue and tissue itself takes a really long time to regenerate and regrow. Okay, so yes, they have new tissue there, but we all know scar tissue. It's very, like I have this huge scar. I have a lot of scars actually, but there's certain spots where I have a scar right here. It's like right in the crease of my middle finger where I had to have surgery for a nerve replacement. I can't touch that scar. I literally can't. I can touch my hand where my whole hand was open. That right. Oh my God, just thinking about it is like nails down my back. I can't touch it. If I rub my hand a certain way and something hits that fucking scar, oh my God, it sends this shock through my whole body. Because again, I had to get a nerve. I can't even fucking talk about it. It's just like, oh my God, that's fucking empathy. My hand hurts now just thinking about it. Oh God. My uncle showed me a picture of his leg fracture. He showed me an x-ray and where he had to get these screws put in. Bro, I fell to my knees. I was like, I couldn't feel anything. I almost threw up. I was like, get that fucking x-ray away from me. I just can't take something. Oh God, my empathy is so bad. It makes me fall to my knees. I can feel people's pain. Oh, anyways, scars, they're your battle wounds, okay? And they are very complex, like somebody's PTS fucking D, okay? And you just gotta, if this is that kind of person that's coming into your life, they might kind of be like, I'm almost getting like a groundhog. And they're like pop their little head up. And if anybody comes near, they're going right back down that hole. Okay. But there's something that's intriguing about you that's making them curious about something. It's making them pop their head up. And the more they pop their head up, the more that they're coming towards you, the farther away they're getting from their hole. But just remember, in a split second, you can move the wrong way and they'll run back to that hole. Okay? And again, this is an analogy that sounds super bad. But just know you got somebody tripping. Okay, and healthy choices. Like, they want to do what is healthy for them. Honestly, they really are trying. Okay, it's just they've got a lot of rust. Okay, and they need some CLR. Heartbroken, see? Grieving. They're grieving something, okay? But their heart is getting better. You know, like maybe somebody lost a dog or something, and it's like they really want another dog, but they're just like, fuck. That dog just died, though. Like, how do I go and get another one? He's still dead. His blood isn't even cleaned up yet. Okay? So they're a little bit like, okay, but they want another dog. You know, they want to get, there's the coffin. Something died. Okay? It's for reals. And then Girl with the Snake is still there. So that's definitely betrayal. Okay, huge betrayal. And because of that betrayal, this person has boundaries around them, okay? And it's very hard to get to them. It's very hard to get near them. They'll run away, okay? We know this. They'll run away. But they'll, like, creep you, you know? Like, they'll watch you, but your back has to be to them. They don't want, if you turn around, they're going to run. Okay? So, again, like, I don't know if you know this person. I don't know if you see this person, but they're behind you for a reason because you can't know that they're there yet. Okay. So whoever this is, maybe it's like a secret admirer. I don't know. It's somebody that definitely is checking you out. Okay. That's, you know, it's hard getting back on the old saddle. Okay. We know this. Whitney Houston. Yeah, right. Oh, man. I do love me a little Whitney, though. I was listening to Whitney today. 'Cause your love is my love, and my love is your love. It'll take an eternity to break us, and the chains of our star couldn't hold us. Oh, Whitney. I actually am named after her, by the way. Man, this homemade cola makes me burp like a fucking sailor, okay? Honestly, I don't know what kind of special soda pop they put in there, but my God. And no matter what the people say. Oh, man, I watched The Bodyguard not too long ago. It's not a bad movie, surprisingly. I haven't watched it for years. Years and years. That Whitney, she's not that bad of an actress, I gotta say. She was pretty good. I love her voice. God. All right, R.I.P. Whitney. All right. Last message, and then I'm going to... I told you, I'm going to party and watch a horror movie and smoke weed. Which probably means I'm just going to go to bed. Children of the Corn. Fucking Children of the Corn. What? Look at this. Okay, Children of the Corn. Then we have Hereditary with family. And then we have fucking fertility? What the hell is this? Somebody has evil children? or they are an evil child, or they're a product, like they're a product of something evil. That was an affirmation. I thought that was some type of dying animal, and I think it's just somebody's exhaust. Okay. Egg. No way. Oh my God. You know what I think this is? Somebody's going to lie about a pregnancy. Okay. Somebody's going to lie about a pregnancy. It could be somebody in your family. They might, women are fucking twisted. Okay, I like to spill all the fucking beans about how fucking crazy women are. So women, apparently, there is like a fucking website that women can go on and get fake pregnancies that say that they are pregnant. They can get fake bellies. There is this whole thing with women pretending to be pregnant. Okay, it is fucked. Grade A fucked. Okay, honestly, and it's to get sympathy, it's to get people giving them shit. It's crazy. Okay, so it's to trap you, because you know what, you know why a woman will say she's pregnant is so then you'll start fucking her and coming in her, and then she will get pregnant. Trust me, I know all the fucking secrets because I am a fucking bitch, okay? So I know how they think, okay? I don't act that way, but I know how fucking sick women are. I'm not fucking stupid. And that's why women don't like me. Bitch! Because I give away all your little fucking secrets on how you fuck over guys. You know why I do that? Because they fuck over men, and then those men now are fucked. Okay, they take perfectly good men, and they fuck them up the ass so bad that they never want to date again. They never want to marry again. They never want to touch another woman again because they got so fucked up by Jennifer, by Brittany. No offense if those are your names. Okay, but it's just like, fuck you, or Cindy's, or, like Karen's, and they just, that's it. Okay, and they never want to jump on that bike again. They'll fuck bitches. They'll fucking fuck over women for the rest of their life because they're so scarred because fucking Mrs. Cleaver turned out to be a fucking whore. Okay, trust me, I've seen it way too many times. I'm 40 years old now. The people that I grew up with have been fucked and divorced like 3 different times. Okay, and they keep trying again, and it's like, for one, can you get out of our high school now and stop dating people that we grew up with and maybe try, somebody else? All right. So somebody is definitely possibly dealing with a woman who says that they are pregnant and they are not. Now I'm getting Gone Girl. She befriends a pregnant girl so then she can take her pee, and now all of a sudden she's pregnant. Oh, what do you know? Okay, bitches be fucking crazy. Oh, God. Oh, my God. You know how I know this is true? And there's the devil. Okay, yep. Okay, yep, okay. I don't even need to see anymore. Okay, I know this message is true because this card came out. I saw this card in my third eye today, and I was like, scream, what the fuck? Who's getting a call? Who's getting fucked up? Who's getting chased around? Who's Ghostface like going after now? Okay, so makes perfect sense. The thing is if somebody doesn't notice, they're gonna fuck their whole life up if they don't notice that this bitch is lying. Because what she's going to do is she's going to make it seem like this person needs to bend over backwards for her and do all this shit for her. And the thing is that this is a good person. This is a good man. And I feel like they're going to do it. And they're not going to question anything. They're just going to take her for her word. And I just heard they are never seen alive again because this fucking bitch is going to kill them. Okay, the thing is that somebody is possessed by something very, very sinister. Okay, and if you believe her and then start, banging her without a condom or being all loosey goosey because you think she's already knocked up, Oh. I want to say it in a nice way because I feel like a child is a blessing, but maybe not this one. Because this is a child that's going to be used to trap somebody. And it's very ironic that Hereditary's here because Colette, obviously, that plays the mother, she's the one that ultimately gets her child killed. She can't just leave her daughter alone. She can't just let her daughter is on the spectrum almost. She is different. She's very, what do you call those people? In the inner people, okay? She's the introverted kind of people, okay? She's not extroverted. Her mother's trying to make her extroverted, trying to, well, you need to meet people, you need to do this, and you need to do that. And it's like, just fucking leave her alone. And how about you just go be a woman, okay? Because that's the thing is, mothers who don't really want to be mothers will control their children and control them so bad to the point where those are the kids that kill themselves. Those are the kids that end up in college and university so deep in debt that they jump off fucking roofs. They don't understand why they're doing things. They don't understand what their life just got put into because their parents told them that that's the way to go. Over controlling parents that are somewhat narcissistic abuse their children's sometimes will abuse their children's psyche so bad that they die. They kill themselves. And her daughter dies because she puts her daughter under the care of her son that just wanted to go out and have fun. He isn't a father and he would have had to babysit his sister. That is so unfair. It's not even funny. Like to put the babysitting on your other child, that is not, your children are not their parents. You are responsible for your children. To make your child look after another younger sibling is just, it's abusive, you know, because that older child that now has to play mommy or daddy, if anything happens to their brother, if anything happens to their sister, that, like, you know how fucked up her brother got for killing her? It basically killed him, right? It's put that on a 16-year-old boy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because you don't want to be a mother, because you don't want to see that your child needs help. And instead of actually being a mother, being around your child, giving a shit about your child, you're just going to pass them off to somebody so then they get out of the house, so they get out of your view, right? So you don't have to see them. So they're out socializing. Maybe they don't need to be socializing. You know what I mean? The world is a fucking awful place. Maybe your kid just wants to stay at home. Is that the worst thing in the fucking world? Okay? And force them to go out and spend time with people that they don't like, or spend time with people when they're freaking out inside. Like, you know, you can torment a child, or you can get your parental skills on properly and actually, you know, do your job. Okay? So whoever this is, they're not going to have children because they love them. Going to have children because children are commodities. Children are something that can make them money. They can control them, and they can control them straight from the cradle to the grave. And this is really going to fuck somebody up if they do this, if they believe them, if they don't, you know, make the bitch fucking piss on a stick right in front of you. If you were really pregnant, you would do it, right? You want to put up a fight because your boyfriend asked you to fucking pee on a stick right in front of him, maybe you're fucking lying. Because bitches fucking do that. I already told you. Okay, so we're going to leave it on that. On somebody is being a fucking greasy bitch, okay? And she might be giving you false pregnancy tests, telling you that she's fucking pregnant. Guess what? Sit on a toilet, and I'm going to watch you pee on a stick, okay? Because we know that you tend to lie, and apparently we can't trust you. Okay, treat people like they're fucking children. Honestly, if that's what needs to happen to get the truth out because people are lying fucking assholes, do it. Before you just go throwing it in there, loosey-goosey, you know, bullets hot, okay? Just be careful with your guns, boys, okay? Because bitches are fucking crazy. And to all the bitches that aren't crazy, remember that dudes can do this shit too. My sister, she got knocked up by a guy, and he knew what he did. And she was devastated because he was in control of it, and he tried to trap her. So trust me, that shit goes both ways. Okay, so peace out. And like I said, do not think I'm going to be here tomorrow, which is why I kind of did a double reading today. If I am here tomorrow, I will be pretty swollen. So I don't know. I don't know how tomorrow is going to go. So I don't know if I'm going to be here or not. But I definitely will probably be back on Wednesday. And if I'm not, you guys, I'll just be here when I'm here. Okay, so peace out. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for returning. And yeah, Axel, what up, homie? The lizard wants his little light on, he said. Who has a lizard? Somebody's lizard wants their light on. I don't know what that means, but peace. Have a good one, y'all.